Now to growing concerns about the deadly coronavirus officially hitting the U.S.
We feel like if we can get America to all pitch in for the next 15 days, we can flatten the curve, which is a term that you've been hearing a lot.
Supposing we hit the body with a tremendous, whether it's ultraviolet or just very powerful light.
Incorrect, as usual, Senator. You are incorrect. Almost everything you say.
Include a book called Anti-Racist Beijing.
The Russian government has perpetrated cyber attacks against Ukraine.
More like Chris Frank, am I right?
Boy, the past couple of years have been so much fun. It's enough to drive you crazy, isn't it? I feel like I've absolutely gone insane. Thankfully, Lindsey Buckingham knows exactly how I feel.
Well, hi, this is Lindsey Buckingham, and we're back.
Go Insane is about the breakup of Lindsey Buckingham's 7-year relationship with fiancée Carol Ann Harris. Having met and begun their relationship during the era when Fleetwood Mac's Rumors took off, the pair's time together was incredibly intense. A notorious studio rat to begin with, Lindsey became even more secluded during this period, recording songs for an eventual solo album, and the couple grew apart. There was also a lot of drugs. After their relationship ended, Lindsey poured his feelings into the Go Insane album. The lyrics of the title track describe Lindsey slowly losing touch with reality, while also complaining about how the world is divided into winners and losers. So I'm glad that he took the breakup okay. About the song, Lindsey told Rolling Stone, "I'm trying to break down preconceptions about what pop music is. I'm struggling to be original." Well, the resulting music video certainly is original.
Later, first, here's my own video, Go Insane.
Behold, the world's most impractical lamp. Please don't shake the box. There's obviously something rattling around in there. I'd like to imagine that this jacket was just Lindsey's personal wardrobe. Costume department stitched that up for you? I'm sorry, what? I'd be frightened if I saw such terrible special effects too.
You're still with me. That's good.
So now we have 2 ridiculous jackets. I love that to represent the world, they just have a globe fly around Lindsey's head.
Put your hands together for another Lindsey Buckingham. Woo!
Lindsey's eye lasers look like silent movie special effects. I doubt they'd be very effective. Oh wait, they burst loser Lindsey into a fine blue mist.
When the spawn meets world.
These are Siamese fighting fish. They try to kill themselves fighting their own reflection.
So thoughtful of this underground cave to provide mirrors. Someone saw a house on Haunted Hill, didn't they? Oh no, Lindsey's parents aren't gonna kiss at the dance. So nice of this biblically accurate depiction of an angel to show up. It's Lindsey Buckingham's all the way down. We now enter the David Lynch section of the music video. I mean, he's already got the Eraserhead hair. There have actually been hundreds of Lindsey Buckingham sightings in the Pacific Northwest. It's a shame all the photos are blurry. If you've seen this man, please call the number on your screen now. It's almost impossible to describe this section. Several regenerations later, an elderly Lindsey extinguishes a candle and blows bubbles, all of which turn into framed paintings. We zoom into one particular painting, The Persistence of Buckingham's, before another framed Lindsey flies past the camera. We then exit on a white cube. Someone's a big fan of Weird Al's greatest hits. The song went to number 23 on the Billboard Hot 100, and the album got to number 45. The video was nominated for 4 MTV Video Music Awards, but lost all 4. 1 to Don Henley's Boys of Summer, 1 to Tom Petty's Don't Come Around Here No More, and 2 to Close to the Edit by Art of Noise. Part of the issue was that in 3 of the 4 categories, Lindsey had 2 videos submitted, essentially splitting his own vote. The director, Danny Kleinman, has directed dozens of music videos and documentaries, including for artists like Stevie Wonder, Van Halen, Wang Chung, Madonna, Prince, and Adam Ant. But his best-known work? He's done the opening title sequence for nearly every Bond movie since GoldenEye.
I mean, how do you sell that? I mean, storyboards will only go so far when you're trying to sell something that's got so many kind of weird elements to it. Is there an act of faith on the artist and record company's part?
To a certain extent. I mean, I think at the time it was like a fashion thing almost, you know, like Hyperactive and Dancehall Days, and some of those early things that I did were kind of were well received and seemed at the time to be cutting edge, which, you know, seems a bit bizarre looking at them now, but at the time they were. And I think, you know, some artists say, well, you know, I want the bloke who did that.
Lindsey still plays a stripped down version of the song to this day, giving an acoustic vibe to a very 80s produced song. Harris was mad that the very personal details of their relationship were folded into the song. Some of it makes me angry and sad. A lot of it is upsetting, but I think there's a lot of love there. It's hard for me to listen to it.
Some of those songs, you can't help it. I mean, one of the reasons Rumors sold the amount it did probably was because it was the running musical soap opera, and those things were all very real. The emotions and the situations that were expressed on that album were all happening to us, and I think when we sing that, it's still there.
Lindsey likened writing the song to his own personal therapy, and noted that moving in a more surreal direction was like punching out of the Fleetwood Mac microcosm. I thought it was great fun to do, and I thought that in some ways the video form seemed to align itself better to my sensibilities, which was somewhat off to the left, potentially anyway, than it would for Fleetwood Mac. That may be the case. There aren't a lot of Fleetwood Mac videos that didn't suffer from some element of being flawed by virtue of just the collective persona of the band not jiving with the sensibility of the video.
What happens a lot of times is you get albums of material that you listen to once or twice, and you know, you've blown your cookies on it. That's about it. So I think it's important to challenge the listener slightly, to make them grasp for it a little bit.
Usually when I watch a video like this, I try to wrap my head around the deeper meanings in the strange imagery, but I just can't do it here. None of this means anything. It's all too weird and complicated. And then I realized that's the point. Every new crazy element is designed to drive you further and further from reality until you feel like you've truly gone insane.
We seem to be at the end of the allotted time for me to be the guest host here. And I just want to say that I really enjoyed it, and all the people here were really great to work with. One last thing that we want to do here before I take off.
After all these years, I never knew there were two Lindsey Buckinghams. How did this happen?
Should let him talk, man. He would have told you.
Thanks for watching, everyone. I always appreciate people liking and sharing my videos. And be sure to subscribe so you don't miss the next episode. If you have any suggestions for terrible music videos you'd love to see me cover, drop them in the comments. And as always, I'll see you in the next one. Be not afraid.